Alrighty, finally getting around to doing this commentary here. I actually wanted to do this on Wednesday, but unfortunately I couldn't because my game glitched up and it would start freezing. And it's actually a well-known issue that a lot of people are facing. Well, compared to the population as a whole of people who buy this game, it's a fairly small number. It's a fairly small portion. But since it includes me, it's a fairly large portion. I mean, everybody's having this problem. I love that argument. But yeah, anyways, what would happen is the game would freeze up after every time you went through the loading screen, and the problem would attach itself to your profile, so there was no working around it. You could use a different CD, a different Xbox, be on a different internet connection. There was no working around it, guys, and believe me, I tried clearing my cache, recovering my gamer tag, deleting everything, reinstalling the game on my hard drive. I even tried, what I would do is I would log on to a different account and play the game, because you could do that. You could use a different account. You just couldn't use the one that the problem started happening with. I don't know why. It just attaches itself to that profile. But I would log on to a different profile, get past the loading screen, everything would be hunky-dory, and then I try to beat the system by quick logging back onto my other account, and then the game would just freeze as soon as I'd log onto that account. So there was no working around it. So I just had to use a 48-hour trial and make a new account to play the game, which is why in this game and my previous videos see me using the gamer tag BioHunta, and I just kind of made that up on the spot to have a little fun with a friend of mine whose gamer tag is Triggernometry. So just kind of a play on words with him. Hopefully he'll get a kick out of it when he sees it. But yeah, HomeFront. Should you buy it? Is it worth your money? It's your moolah. And actually, for those of you who were on edge, be like, man, I don't know if this game is worth 60 bucks. Maybe it was a bit cheaper. For those of you who are thinking along those lines, the game is actually 40 bucks now on Amazon.com. and at Walmart. So if you're on edge, maybe take a look at Amazon, and there you go. I don't know whether or not that's a good thing that it's 20 bucks cheaper. I mean, it's good for us. I don't know if that's a good thing for the developers. I don't know exactly what the game dropping 20 bucks in the first day of its release means. So, but you can take it as you will. But as to the game, what do you think, Bio? Well, I'm gonna kind of divide this up here, divvy it up into different portions. Controls to me, they feel like Medal of Honor, but not as I don't want to use ambiguous terms like tight or loose or refined. What does it mean? They feel like Medal of Honor, but not as good. And what I mean by that is it's hard to control the aimer, the reticle, and get it exactly where you want to. It's hard to be precise. But I think the game developers knew that, and so what they do is they compensate it by adding a ton of auto aim when you aim down the sights. So it's pretty hard to get a good bead on someone, but if there's someone kind of close to your reticle and you aim down the sights, all of a sudden, shoom, it locks onto that person. And so I feel that there's a bit too much auto aim in the game compared to other FPSs. And so, well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but there is a lot of auto aim because the controls are a little bit off. They're not terrible. They're not bad. I mean, they're fine. It's not like a breaking point. Be like, oh man, I'm not gonna buy this game anymore. It's not like that at all. It's just they have to compensate with a lot of auto aim. What about snipe? As I'm sniping right now, what about sniping and camping in this game? Is there a lot of that? Is it a game breaker? As for me, I have very rarely been sniped in this game. I think only like 1 out of maybe like 10 or 15 of my deaths come from snipers. Most of my deaths are coming from assault rifle kills while I'm trying to capture a hill, and usually it's by people in front of me or on my side or whatever. So sniping in this game really hasn't been a problem as it is in Medal of Honor from my experience. On any big map in Medal of Honor, it's like all snipers, and you just get sniped right off the spawn. At least that's been my experience. I probably just suck at that game, but but in this game there really aren't too many snipers running around, or snipers in general, because snipers generally don't run around. There really aren't too many snipers, and I really don't find myself getting killed by them a lot. And when you see me play this game with a sniper, I don't play back. I'm still capturing territories. I'm still moving up, because the sniper in this game is, for me, most effective at about medium range, at about that range just outside of the assault rifle range where that gun is effective. And the reason for that is I can't snipe in this game at very long range. You'll see me miss a ton of shots at long range. And maybe it's just, because I'm new to the game, or maybe I'm just not that great, which could be a possibility. I'm totally up to that. It's probably true. But sniping at long range is pretty difficult in this game. It's really hard to get a good bead on your target. And so, but at medium range is that bit of an auto aim factor that comes in, so it's a little bit easier to snipe. At medium range, that feels about perfect for me. But as our snipers overpower, that's another question that people have been asking. It's 2 shots with this gun I'm using to kill someone. Unless you hit them in the head, then it is a one-shot kill. I haven't used the other sniper because I've been level locked at level 5 because I don't have the the battle code to get past that, which is a code that you have to redeem to get past level 5, and it comes with every new game, so if you buy it, you have it already. But if you, like me, and you rented it, then you don't get that code. It's to encourage people to buy the game, which I can understand, but it's kind of frustrating at the same time. But it's not a big deal. But yeah, so snipers to me, they really don't feel overpowered. Like I said, at really far ranges, it's really hard to get a beat on your target. And as long as you're not a dingleberry running down the center of the main street in a straight line, you're probably not going to get killed by a sniper. It's really, there's plenty of cover in this game, especially on the more urban maps, that you can weave in and out of houses, and you can dodge, not necessarily dodge bullets, but dodge the reticle of other snipers, and they won't find you. So camping, was there a lot of camping in this game? How's that going? For me, I have really not had any problem whatsoever with camping. The only people who are really quote-unquote camping are snipers, and like I said, there aren't too many snipers, but to be fair, you know, that's kind of what a sniper should be doing, is playing back and picking people off. But whenever I see those guys, I just whip out my assault rifle or whip out my own sniper, and I take them down, and I'm generally not even killed by them. So as to camping, as to like legit camping where, you know, people are waiting in corners or waiting in rooms, I haven't had a problem with it at all. The only time people are camping is when they're on territory, sitting there for a while, protecting them, which is what they should be doing, you know, so I have no problem with that. And even then, that's not a big issue. Normally, when I go up on an enemy territory, I really don't find too many people sitting around. So camping in this game, much less of an issue than it is in any Modern Warfare game that I've, or not Modern Warfare, Call of Duty game that I've played. What about vehicles in this game? As I'm using a tank right now, are they overpowered? Are they hard to get? Vehicles in this game, I feel that their accessibility is right where it should be. They're not easy to get, but at the same time, they're not impossible. If you've played a few shooters before and you're decent, you'll be able to get some vehicles. You won't be able to get like 3 Apaches in one game, but if you know your way around an FPS, you'll be fine at least getting 1 tank or maybe 2. Are they overpowered? They are if only one person is trying to take you down on the other team, but as long as there are at least 2 people trying to take you down, you're screwed. You're boned. There's EMP grenades that slow you down when you're in a tank, so you can't turn. And so if someone EMPs you and the other guy's shooting rockets at you, and then the other guy whips out his rocket, you're gone. But if no one is trying to shoot you down, then you are going to go on a massive killing spree. Same thing with the Apaches. If there's only 1 or 2 people trying to take you down, you're going to be in the air for a while. But as long as there's a few combined people simultaneously trying to shoot you down, you're going to be boned. And I think Apaches are a little bit overpowered right now, simply because there aren't enough people with the high-level launcher. I think you have to be level 31 to get it, the high-level launcher to shoot down Apaches. So right now they are a little bit overpowered, but once people start leveling up and things start balancing out, it'll be fine. It'll be right where it needs to be. One last thing: lag, latency, ping. How is that? Is the game laggy? Is it good? In my experience, I have only had 1 laggy game, and that was the first day the game came out, and that's to be expected when the servers are getting hammered. Every other game to me has felt like LAN. I kid you not. It has felt awesome. I haven't had any problems with lag. I never seem to get BS. I never get shot around corners. I never, you know, just have random stuff happen because of ping. And it's weird because whenever I look at the scoreboard, it shows me in red or yellow bar, but I think that's just aesthetics. I really don't think that's an indicator of the current ping, because a red bar in this game feels better than a 4 bar on Call of Duty off host. So lag in this game for me has been great. I haven't had a problem with it. But that's going to be it for this game, guys. Final score is going to be 27 kills and 3 deaths. If you have any other questions about this game, feel free to ask me, and I'll throw it in the next video I do. But I'm definitely not an expert on this game. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.